Okay, as promised, let's go ahead and unbox the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra and the black titanium colorway. I did get this on the pre-order, and this is the 512 gigabyte storage version, which I'm very happy about. It took me a little longer than normal to get this phone. I did have the S23 Ultra, but it didn't make sense for me to get that phone, and then this one comes out a week later. So here we have it. Again, I am coming from the iPhone world, 10 years, whatever. I used to always have one iPhone on me, one Android phone on me, but the SIM cards start being weird when they changed them. So here we are. It comes with one USB-C cable. There's no charging brick, but it does come with that little pin thingy to pull the SIM out. Right now I have an eSIM in my iPhone 15 Pro Max. I don't know why this turned out this way, but it is what it is. Like I said, SIM is in the Pro Max right now, and when I had the S24, I actually, man, look how beautiful this thing is, man. Black titanium. For me, it's the best color. I usually stick with the darker colors. But when I went back to my iPhone from the S23 Ultra, I actually had to call T-Mobile and have them switch my SIM over. But when I went from iPhone to the S23 Ultra, I could just do it through the USB cable. It was a simple process. So we're going to do that again here. I'm going to plug them up. And looking at these two, I do think the finish that they used on the Samsung, it's just as good as the iPhone. And in my personal opinion, I still like the iPhone overall a little better today, but that might change through the journey of me having the Samsungs. And I got a old Samsung coming in actually today. I'm going to do videos on that. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. But like I said, let's go ahead and plug these up real quick. And I plugged it up because I couldn't power it on. I was like, what's going on? And doesn't that look weird? I'm like, what happened? Yeah, I don't know. So it's going to kick on here in a second, but the S23 Ultra didn't do that, so I don't know what was going on. It's at 51%, so I'm not sure what that was about. I got a little scared too. I was like, damn, I got to take this thing back already? But that's the first boot up. You guys got to witness it. Takes you to a welcome screen. You got to sign into a whole bunch of crap. I don't really like using the Samsung services. I'm trying to stick with the Google side of things as much as possible. And I'm trying to see what terms and conditions there I don't have to accept. Because in the world we're in right now, everybody wants fine print and AI and all that stuff. But let's go ahead and get this transferred over. I think I had about 40-50 gigs on my iPhone 15 Pro Max. So it takes about 20 minutes to get it all over there. Then it's going to use another tool to transfer all of your apps over as well. So that option right there, transfer through service provider, that's if you're coming from an iPhone. You don't have to do that if you have a Samsung phone already, from my understanding. And when you're going from this iPhone transfer, make sure that your iPhone is constantly unlocked and you're paying attention to it, because if you don't, it will fail. And it failed on me once through this process. It was a little weird, but this is me picking the apps. This is me setting up the thumb reader. And for me, I like to use my left hand and my right hand because I'm constantly picking up the phone with different hands, and it just makes sense. I was going to do a finger, but, you know, I'll start off with the thumbs. Very simple process. And the thumb reader works very well. Now, here's my biggest problem is these AI terms and conditions. I don't really know what I'm accepting, but I guess it's necessary to use some of these features. And what's the point of having the phone if you're not going to use the AI features? Like, seriously. So again, this took like 20 minutes and it failed on me. So I was constantly checking. You can see some status there. What? Pull it back down. You can see some of the statuses. It's transferring my data. But eventually it did finish, and as you can see there, there's all of my apps. And the Samsung, even the Androids, they cut down on the bloatware, but it's still there. This app, Airmessage, is the app that you need if you are still planning on using iMessage on your Android phone. Yes, you can still use iMessage on an Android. You just have to have this app. And you also have to have a Mac computer so you can sign in to your iMessage on the Mac. And if you need any instructions on that, let me know, and I will make a video for Airmessage. It works actually really good. Once the transfer is done, I got through signing in everything. The first thing I change is the display settings. That's the first. Oh, it still has my eye comfort settings from the S23 Ultra. That's interesting. It didn't keep the rest of everything. Screen mode says vivid, and I know at the making of this video, they said on the 22nd of February they're going to fix this. I personally did like the vivid setting. And as you can see, it's slightly making a difference. I thought you could kind of change it here. You can't really do anything right there. It's already to the max. So hopefully on the 22nd, they do resolve that, because that's one thing I did like about the S23 Ultra, it's oversaturated. I liked it. I was playing, what's that, Subway Surfers, and I was like, you know, I really like this. So if they do really end up bringing back that setting, it'd be great. Of course, I got to put it on QHD+. There's no reason to run FHD or HD with this particular phone. For me, it just doesn't make sense to pay all that money and not use it. I guess if you're trying to save battery in a situation, sure. And here's me using, I hated I had to accept the terms and conditions, but this is me doing a quick AI background because I think it was just black. And like I said, you get the phone, you might as well just sell your soul and accept all the terms and conditions. And it's pretty cool. I mean, that looks okay. I still wish the backgrounds on the home screen could be blurred out, just like the iPhones. I really like the blurred out, but I guess not in the Android world. I'm still pretty new to the whole stylus S Pen thing. I do think it's really cool. Apple's never really had one. I mean, they got the Apple Pencil, but it's nice to have this because I do use it for photo editing and like erasing things. So it's nice to have a stylus on deck. Here is my case of choice for now. I'm kind of going between using a case and not using a case. I'll have it linked below. It looks like it's coming from Hummix, and Hummix did not sponsor this. They didn't send me the case. I just bought it. It was like 15 bucks, but I did want one that had MagSafe on it, and it looks pretty good, kind of iPhone reminiscent. I know I can't get away from the whole aesthetic yet. And here's also the screen protector I'm starting to use now. I was like getting a little nervous. I was like, let me just throw one on and see how this goes. Very interesting process, and it did work. Like, you see how he just kind of pulled that film off right there? It really did work. The only thing I kind of don't like is that it makes the screen reflective again. And this S24 Ultra, you know, it's being heralded to have like this beautiful screen that has no reflection, which it really does. And I might pull the screen protector back off and put another one back on just to show you guys how the screen protector goes on. But that's pretty much my video. Like, again, I'm going from the Apple world. I still got the watch, a couple MacBooks, the speakers, all that stuff. But I want to use the Android system because it's just a lot more interesting right now. The iPhone's kind of got a little bit boring, even though I still think that they shoot the best video. But who knows? My perspectives, it could change. I've watched a ton of videos, everybody's videos you could think about the videos and the cameras. I'm going to have to dive more into that so I can give you guys an honest review about that. But make sure that you subscribe to the channel. I'm still kind of new at this tech thing. I do have another channel, which is like sneakers and filmography and that kind of thing. But make sure you follow, like, subscribe. I will be making a lot more videos. The more you guys subscribe and watch the videos, the more gear I'm going to buy. I still kind of want to get another older Android, but we'll have to see. Just make sure you stay tuned. I'm going to drop a few more videos tomorrow, some shorts. Peace, love, and light, and I'm out.